Hello, what's going on? I know it's going to be a little bit of a weird video. I always say that my live streams are a bit weird, but this is YouTube. It's a YouTube video. I'm putting out an actual video as opposed to a live stream. I know I don't usually put out videos, but yeah, there's a bit of a hot topic right now, and if you're not aware, it's Ludwig moving from Twitch over to YouTube. So I'm going to be talking about that a little bit today. I'm going to be putting out my opinion on the matter. I just wanted to put my thoughts on the table. Hopefully this won't even have any editing. I'm just going to talk into this little microphone here and look at the camera, and I'm just going to spit some of my opinions about the matter. If you are here for some gaming content, don't worry. For those of you that might remember the good old days of YouTube with Call of Duty montage talking videos, I got you covered. Don't worry, this is from my live stream a few days ago, so I'll just talk over this a little bit. But so Ludwig, a famous Twitch streamer, relatively famous Twitch streamer, has made the switch over to YouTube today. Made the switch over in a very interesting fashion, I think. He had a game show that he was on, and then at the end of the game show, he had the announcer or the presenter of the game show make the announcement for him. It's kind of interesting. A fun Mizkiff stream. If you wanted to go look over at the VOD, I'm sure there'll be a YouTube video about it here shortly. But for those unfamiliar with Ludwig, he's one of my favorite streamers. Actually, I'd say he is my favorite streamer. One of the fastest growing streamers in the past few years on Twitch. He's a part of I want to say it's a sub-community on Twitch, but it's not really a sub-community. Sub-community means that it's kind of small, but it's really, I feel like, is the greater community of Twitch, which is the live stream fails community. The React Andes, the I don't know what you go, the just chatting streamers, the people who aren't so focused on gaming and are more so focused on their personality. It's been, I used to never really watch Twitch too much until I discovered this sector of Twitch streaming, which is very fascinating. I would idly watch gaming Twitch streamers, but I never really went back. It was just kind of weird. Ludwig being a part of that community is the first that I know of that has made the switch to YouTube, which is insane. YouTube has bought out contracts from multiple people, not bought out contracts, they've signed contracts with multiple people to get them to switch from Twitch over to YouTube. But that's either been because the person was banned on Twitch, Dr. Disrespect, Sag, or because their contract had ended on Twitch and they wanted a new platform to try out. Mostly it's been gaming streamers, though, that have made the switch. For those also unfamiliar, I do stream as well. If this is a new video for you, I stream simultaneously, actually, to both Twitch and YouTube, because I'm still kind of undecided on which platform I want to rest on. And right now, I have no exclusivity agreements. I'm not even an affiliate on Twitch. So I don't even monetize my content yet. I can't monetize my content. I'm getting close, though. 11 followers away. Yeehaw. But this is very, this is like a gut punch to Twitch. Apparently, Ludwig put out a video explaining his thoughts on his decision. And it really came down to the fact that YouTube actually, in the negotiations, YouTube was the only one that really seemed to care. He went back to YouTube and said, like, look, hey, I'm thinking about going back to Twitch. And YouTube actually fought for him. They negotiated the deal. They said, okay, you don't have to stream so many hours, yada, yada. Expectations, the requirements that we're putting on you are going to be much, much lower. When he did the same thing to Twitch, he didn't get that. Twitch said, it's been an honor serving with you. Actually, they didn't even say that. They basically just said, all right, cool, have fun. GLHF, pretty much. Like that was Twitch's response, was GLHF. And that's insane. The fact that Ludwig, oh, jeez. professional streamer over here. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. The fact that Ludwig, someone who has made Twitch so much money, for those that are unfamiliar with Ludwig, he did a subathon where he became the most subscribed to, and on Twitch, subscriptions are that you purchase subscriptions for $5. He became the most subscribed to person on Twitch because of a subathon, where basically he streamed for an entire month straight. Eat, sleep, going to the bathroom. He didn't take the video into the bathroom, but it's like he did everything on stream for a month straight. He put so much, he did so much for Twitch in that, because his subathon got so big, it extended beyond the greater Twitch community. It went out into the IRL world. Like people that aren't familiar with Twitch were familiar at least with the subathon guy, the guy that was streaming and basically being like that one movie, I can't remember the name of it, where he was just a character being observed and he had no idea he was a part of a movie. In this case, he was very aware. The dude came in his pants live on stream. Like that, I mean, there's no other occasion more momentous than that. He was sleeping, and it wasn't actually seen on stream. He only ever told us after the fact, but it's still fascinating, fun fact. But Ludwig moving over to YouTube is a gut punch to Twitch. The reason why I say that is because him moving over is kind of like a latchkey event. He's big enough, like he's big in the livestream fails community. Not the biggest. He's also not small in the livestream fails community. I would argue that he is big enough that he's going to have pull in this case. I'm sure that Mizkif is streaming about this right now. Obviously, he's doing his React Andy stuff, and he's been talking for hours about it so far. Not surprised. It's good content. Whatever. I was watching it before this. This is going to be enticing for Mizkif. He's going to be paying very close attention. For those unfamiliar, Mizkif, one of the largest people in that sector of the Twitch community, of the livestream fails community. If Ludwig's transition to doing what he was doing on Twitch over and now doing it over on YouTube, if that is a good transition, if there's enough new features added to YouTube as a result of this, that, you know, can you even hear me? Yeah, you can. Okay, sorry, I had my OBS view in a weird spot, so I couldn't see my mic activating. If he makes it look like, or not even makes, if this ends up being a good thing for Ludwig, and he has good pull on the YouTube platform, because that's the big concern, is whether or not he has the viewership after a couple of streams, then this is going to be enticing for not only Mizkif, but also for any of the other live stream fail streamers, like the people from that community. There's a lot of them, and the more that go over to YouTube, the more viewers they're going to pull. Ludwig is not going to pull all of them. Ludwig's going to pull the people like me, where I oftentimes just go to twitch.tv/Ludwig. I just type out the full URL. I don't even bother going to twitch.tv. I just go to Ludwig because he's a personality. I got the notification. I saw he was live, and I wanted to watch his stream. I didn't want to watch Twitch. I just wanted to watch fucking Ludwig. That's kind of the whole point, is that there's enough of me in Ludwig's community to actually make this look interesting for all of the other very large streamers in that space. And if he can pull this off, if he does it right, and I think he will, because he's got a good setup for it, it's a gut punch to Twitch. They fucked up. They lost a very good opportunity here. In Ludwig's video where he talked about his thoughts moving between Twitch and YouTube, he kind of discussed the cons a bit of switching to YouTube. The biggest of which is also kind of my biggest gripe with YouTube. They're lacking some very critical features for a streamer to grow on the platform. They have the algorithm, that's great. Also, I mean, Twitch also doesn't. They're lacking features for streamers to grow as well, but YouTube is at least a bit more responsive to creators in that regard. They have the algorithm. It works now. As dicey as it was when it first came out, like it's working. It's not just the already big people that are getting bigger. It's everyone that's getting bigger because they're doing the algorithm right. What was I gonna say? Right, the cons about streaming on YouTube. It's primarily the chat. The biggest issue that even I have with YouTube is the chat is not as fledged out as it could be. On Twitch, you have offline chat. I'm literally watching Ludwig's offline chat. They're talking about his move and what's gonna happen, and they're doing their Ludwig 7s, their salute emotes, and they're panicking. A lot of them are panicking. No need to panic. He's still alive, dudes. The chat on Twitch is such an integral part, especially for these live stream fail streamers, the React Andies, because they rely on their chat for a lot of their content. Ludwig's transition is very special because he has under his payroll a programmer. Recently added under his payroll a programmer, automated on Twitter. When he made his announcement video, at the end of his video, he talked about how Otto has made a Chrome extension. Granted, it's an extension. It's not a feature built baseline into YouTube, so it's not everything. But Otto made a Chrome extension that brings that culture of the Twitch chat over to YouTube. It's going to have many of the same features that the Twitch chat has. And it's even going to pull over subscriber badges. Like I can't remember how many months subscriber I am, but I'm going to have that subscriber badge on my YouTube. I'm going to have we're going to have channel points on his YouTube stream, which YouTube doesn't have yet. He's by him moving over and like realizing all of the things that YouTube is lacking and that he has tools to fix it. Not only is YouTube listening to their creators, and they are planning on adding features over time. Ray has said that many times. Valkyrie, many streamers have been saying this. Dr. Disrespect also is a big influence on what YouTube will be doing moving forward. Ludwig as well is going to be a huge force for improving the YouTube streaming platform. None the least of which, one of the biggest benefits of this is Otto's Chrome extension, where we can look at that extension as a direct example of what YouTube chat should be by default. And YouTube devs can look at that, not necessarily copy paste it, because then that gets into some very weird legal areas, but they can look at that as an example of what streamers want. And I want that. I'm not even at the same level as Ludwig. You know, I'm kind of a mix between gaming and just chatting and reacting. I'd like to do more React content, but my chat doesn't blow up the same way that a lot of those streamers does. So I can't pull off that kind of content yet. But I'd love to be able to do that, and I'd love to be able to do that whether I'm on Twitch or on YouTube. It doesn't matter to me right now. But yeah, I mean, this is why I think this is going to be a very huge move and very important for a lot of creators to pay attention to. New creators on Twitch, old creators on Twitch, people that are just barely getting by, people that are doing very, very well. Doesn't matter what level of creator you are on Twitch or even on YouTube. The actions following this event are going to be very important to follow. And it's gonna shake some things up. It's been a gut punch to Twitch, and I think it's a gut punch that is well deserved. They have gone a very long time with almost a monopoly, not a legal monopoly, but a viewer could claim, I mean, observe that it is very monopolist in its practices, and it's just gonna be very interesting. Oh, that was a good headshot, but I died right after. But I think that pretty much sums up my general thoughts. Also, I'm getting the 15 minutes here. You know, we're pushing it for YouTube video lengths. But I just wanted to put my thoughts out there and to kind of talk through this, even for my own sake. Maybe I'm gonna look back on this video someday and realize I was either right or I was incredibly fucking wrong. But I mean, hey, if you're here, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good time. And if you did enjoy it, then hey, go ahead and subscribe. Or if you still are into Twitch, I mean, you could drop me a follow over there, and maybe I can monetize my content and be able to do this a bit more often. Maybe if I get if I get to some place, then I'll be able to put out more curated videos as opposed to just VODs. I'd love to be able to do that, but I don't have the time or the reason to right now. But yeah, I appreciate the view either way. If you made it this far, I appreciate the view either way. It doesn't matter to me, but it would definitely help me out in the long run if you went ahead and subscribed or followed over on Twitch. I'll be happy to chat with you if you catch me live. I stream every Saturday. I'm getting plugged up here because I'm sick. I stream every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I also stream every odd day, or not every odd day, on odd days of the week in the afternoon, usually around 8 p.m. on weekdays, Eastern Standard Time, of course. And I do variety content. So if this video has interested you and you're interested in watching more of my content, if you catch me live, I'd love to be able to chat with you, even about this topic. I'd love to talk about it because I'm very involved in this space. Not as like a big content creator, obviously. I'm not big yet, but it's fascinating. It's fascinating the way that this is moved, even from a viewer perspective. It's very, very fascinating. But all right. I think I'm going to end it there. I did not. Oh, no, I did get that kill. Anyway, I'll leave it on that. Switch back to my full cam here. And I hope that you guys are all having a great day. And I hope that even through all this content, I know it's very, very exciting. Don't be parasocial about it, you know. Ludwig's, he's just a dude. He's not our friend. He's just a dude. And I'm just trying to look at this from a very high level viewpoint, because that's the appropriate way to do it. But anyway, see you guys later. I will be streaming this Saturday, 7 p.m. as I said, so until then.